Okay, hi fourth grade families. First, I'd like to apologize because some of you reached out today to let me know that in the science lesson, Unit 2, Lesson 2, there's a step that is asking students to use a roller coaster gizmo, um, which is right here. You can see the link right here. And it's asking you to have the students answer the questions in your science journal, but what the lessons don't do, they don't clarify that the questions that we want students discussing or answering are right here. We just want these questions for students to be comfortable with. Now, the reason I bring this up is because it was brought to my attention by a few of you this afternoon and this morning that when students click on this link right here that says roller coaster physics, this gizmo pops up where the students can kind of play around and simulate cars rolling down a hill and smashing into an egg to see what could they do to make sure that the car has enough momentum, right? Because students are using the ideas of potential energy, which is the car being at the top of the hill, and then its kinetic energy, along with its mass and speed, uh, finally traveling enough distance to reach the egg and hopefully cracking the egg. So you can build different hills if you want, but you can play around and you can also make the hills taller. The hills can be steeper or less steep, either way. But in any case, so after they kind of play around with these and they push play, they can see if the car had enough momentum to break the egg. So the idea is they want to become familiar with the idea that if they increase the steepness of the initial hill, it'll gain enough momentum at some point to crack the egg at the end. Now the hard part is, the confusing part is that there are some assessment questions down here at the bottom. These are not the questions students are going to be responsible for. In fact, like it was brought to my attention, these require some advanced skills that might belong, in a high school course. So just have them focus on this right here. Have them play around with the gizmo. They can start over and recreate all the different little hills and steepness and speed and everything else. But then when it comes time to discussing the questions, it's not the questions underneath the gizmo. It's just these questions right here. That's all. And they can be noted down in their science journal, or they can be verbally, discussed between you and the student. And that's fine. But please don't think that they have to answer these questions down here. So these questions down here are not part of the lesson. And I apologize because the lesson didn't clarify that well. So in any case, I'm gonna write down basically what I'm telling you here, but we just want them to kind of become familiar with the ideas pertaining to potential energy, kinetic energy, speed, momentum, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So sorry about being so wordy, but thank you for your patience, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.